Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn, Boosting Customer Experience in the Digital Age. I'm joined by the incredible Mahor from Vecita. I hope I've pronounced that right. So today's session, obviously for those of you that are new on the line, Lunch and Learns run from Monday to Friday, and they're free 30-minute sessions. And if you've registered for today, which everyone listening will be, an email will be sent later on with a link to catch up on the recording. So don't worry if you've missed anything out. Also, it would be great if you have questions throughout today's session, if you could pop them in the chat box. We will also be sharing links and resources to connect with Mahor after, so please don't worry about losing any connections or any questions. But yes, if you do have any questions, please do pop them in, and we'll have a quick session to open up the floor to questions that come through at the end of today's session. And also you can also we record our Lunch and Learn, so they'll be archived on our platform for you to catch up on. So not just today's one, a whole array of Lunch and Learns. But without any further ado, I shall pass over to our fantastic host. And yeah.
All right. Thanks, Owen. And hopefully everyone can hear me well and see my screen. So today we're going to talk a little bit about customer experience and just a little bit about myself. So I've worked with entrepreneurs for almost 10 years, helping them with marketing and storytelling strategy. And a lot of them were really, great business people, and some of them were brilliant developers. But what they really needed is someone to help them explain how their services help their consumers. And today I work with a company called Besita, as Owen mentioned, which helps entrepreneurs and service providers from kind of a different angle, which is to transition their business into the digital world and enjoy all the benefits that they can receive from transitioning to digital. So with Besita, they can enjoy a lot more organized and productive work days. They have one platform to manage all of their business, work more efficiently, automate all kinds of tasks that are really kind of time consuming and take them away from what they really want to do. These businesses, they want to provide the best services they can for their clients, and they don't want to waste time. So we help them with that. We help them create much better customer experiences through immersive digital tools, which we'll kind of talk a little bit about today. And lastly, and most importantly, we help them get paid in a way that suits their business workflow. So different kind of businesses have different ways they like to get paid, or different workflows. So we support a whole bunch of them. So let's talk customer experience. Not long ago, I started training for a triathlon. And, triathlon is running, swimming, cycling. And I had this banged up old bike, and I had to buy a new one. And at some point, my coach said, listen, you need to get a new bike, but you should go to a real professional that does bike fitting. And he recommended 3 professionals that I go and get my bike fitted there. So I Googled them, and the first I got to, they had this terrible website with only a phone number, which I tried to call a few times, and no one answered. They were probably busy. The second one had a really beautiful website, but they only had one of those contact forms where you kind of fill in some details and hit send, and you kind of think that your message goes into the abyss. And the third one also had a good looking website, but they actually had an option to schedule an appointment on the spot. So I could go on the website and find the date and time that was perfect for me and schedule an appointment. And I think it's pretty obvious which service provider I chose for my bike fitting. And I'm not different from any ordinary consumer today. And what's really changed in the last few years, especially around the global pandemic, is the way that we as consumers interact with businesses. And this created new kind of expectations that we have as consumers. And one of the biggest expectations that we have from businesses today is to provide us with a full digital experience. And this is not something that's just for only young tech savvy people. It's everyone is looking for this. Even the older generation, after the global pandemic, was driven to adopt digital interfaces. So everyone interacts with their service providers, with businesses through their smartphone, through their laptops, and it came to a point where consumers even grew impatient towards businesses that don't have a digital interface. So if they don't get a hold of your business, if you don't have a way to kind of a way for them to interact with your business, they can just move on. So the availability expectations from businesses are very, very high today. So even loyal customers at any point, they can just decide to leave your business if they find a better option somewhere that provides them a better interface with the business. So how do we achieve this? We've talked a little bit about my customer journey, the customer journey where I was looking for that professional to do my bike fitting. And we learned that it's very important to have a good looking design for your website, but more importantly is to have it interactive. And with Besita, we help businesses implement in their website interactive widgets that allow potential clients, leads to kind of interact on the spot. So they can make payments, schedule appointments directly from the website. They don't have to wait for anything. So so websites can look good, but also be very, very engaging. And that's very important. But we also want to make it easy for returning clients, so they always know when they come back and revisit your business and they want to schedule or perform any kind of action, that they can find their way around. So that's very important when looking for a digital solution. The other side of things is engaging in context. So on the business side, you want your customers to always feel like they're taken care of, like you know what their current status is. So you always engage with them while knowing where they are at. And with a good, solid CRM solution, like we have, we can help businesses engage within context. So they have client cards that give them bird's eye view of the client status and client history. So at any point in time, they can when a business interacts with a client, they know, does this client have any open payments? When was the last appointment? Is this a new client? Maybe it's a VIP client, or maybe even it's a client that hasn't visited our business in quite a while, and we want to look into that and kind of when we engage with them, kind of understand where they're at. So it's very important to have this this kind of tool, and also help you organize your records. Exactly the same way we want it on the client side. And how do we optimize the customer experience on their side? How do we do it with Vecita? Is one of the ways we do it is with our client portal. So every business that uses Vecita can provide their clients with an immersive experience through a secure client portal. So their clients could log in anytime, 24/7, and perform any kind of action that they would generally do in other times they would do over the phone or in person. So they can do it over a digital platform now through the client portal. They can make payments, they can book appointments. They don't have to wait anymore. They don't have to call on the phone. They do it on their own time. Remember, today's consumers, they grew very, very impatient, and they want to do stuff their way, and they want everything available for them. So with a secure client portal, they could do it on their own time, 24/7. And most importantly, is they do it in an environment that's immersive, and everything is around your brand. So you have your logo up there, you have the colors of your business. So every time they interact with your business, they actually interact with a brand. And that really helps to keep your business on top of their mind. And staying on top of mind is very, very important, because we can't assume we're the only service providers or businesses they interact with. And the Client Portal app can definitely be of help, as we just saw. But if we really want to take it kind of a step further, so we can leverage special offerings like promotions and coupons. And it's not really something new. This has been on for ages, but the tools today that allow you to do it online, digital, allow you to do it much bigger and in scale. So offering promotions and coupons in a personalized way is what really makes the difference. And with today's tool, businesses can really build these offering at scale. So they can offer service packages according to specific client segmentation. They can send automated promotional coupons according to where the customer is at the customer journey. So it could be special coupons for new clients. It could be packages or coupons that reward VIP clients, and that sort of promotion. So these automated and promotional tools, they help put your business on top of the mind of your customers. And because it comes to them in a personalized way, it makes them feel like they're really on top of your mind. So your business is on top of their mind, and in their mind, you're their number one client. And automated campaigns, the way that we've just mentioned, that we can send out all of those promotions, are a great tool for customer experience, but they're also great time savers. So you don't have to manually click send on every single campaign, and that really is a big time saver. And automation in general is really key in streamlining your consumer experiences. And I know a lot of business owners today, they often dismiss and they say, oh, you know what, my strength is really the personal touch. And I don't want to use any kind of automation because my clients appreciate me interacting with them, with that hands-on approach. But I say to those, you can do both. Because the idea of automation is not about losing the personal touch. It's about saving time so you have more time for more human interaction. Don't waste your human touch on administrative tasks like billing or scheduling, because there's really no added value of having the human touch there. And what you want to do is get those annoying tasks out of the way so you have more time to kind of nurture and care for your clients like you really want as a business owner. And for those business owners that are still scared of automation, because let's face it, you give a machine kind of you give them the keys to your business and kind of let the machine do its own. It's really not that way. And if you want to make it easier on yourself to segue to automation tools, you can use semi-automatic processes. And one good example for that is at Vecita, we have a feature for automated billing. And this feature allows you to send out automated scheduled payment requests. So you could go and define that once a month, it sends out billing requests to all of your clients and to settle their open payments, and send an invoice, and just the system does it fully automatic. And this feature also allows you to do it in a semi-automatic manner, which means you can let the system prepare all the invoices or payment links or payment requests. And once you're ready, you can review all of those invoices and click send when you're ready. So that kind of semi-automatic is a way that you keep a human in the loop, and you kind of monitor the way that the system automatically does stuff. It really helps businesses kind of segue into automation with better confidence that it works the way they want it to work. And obviously, once you're ready, you can go ahead and leverage everything that automation has to offer. And we already discussed automated campaigns that you can create personalized experiences with, and kind of send out campaigns that are triggered by your client's birthday, or triggered by new clients, sending automatic welcome messages or automatic reward messages when a client becomes a VIP, or basically any other milestone that a client has, or a segmentation that you've chose in the system. So let's look at a little success story we had. Actually, a big success story, I'm not gonna lie. So this is Olga, and she owns a neurofeedback clinic. And a neurofeedback therapy is a practice that helps patients train their brain. And Olga, at her clinic, she helps patients manage anxiety. She helps patients reduce stress and really perform better at school or at work, depending on who the patients are. And one day, Olga came to us, to Vecita, and she was looking for a solution to relieve her own stress. Yeah, she wasn't looking for neurofeedback. She was looking for something to help her with the administrative burden, which was really, really wasting her time. She spent way too much time and energy on manual tasks. She was sending appointment reminders, emailing her patients with forms, and responding to phone calls all the time. She really, really wasted a lot of time on administrative stuff, when all she really, really wanted to do is just, spend more time with her patients and give them the personal care that they really deserve. So Olga started using Besita, and what she did is she started off by using the CRM tool to kind of organize the client records. So like we saw in the beginning, to kind of always understand where her patients are in their journey, and kind of understand if they have open payments, and how they're doing and how they're progressing with the treatment program. So that CRM tool really helped her kind of put things into order. And then she started using automation tools, which helped her become really, really more efficient and offer a better patient experience. So she used email campaigns, triggered email campaigns that are sent to clients according to where they're at in their journey, the patients. She provided tips through these campaigns. She asked them to review her business. She even used it to offer upsells and service extensions. So she was able to actually grow her business by using these automated campaigns. And she also used automated reminders for payments and session follow-up. So that way she made sure that there was never a patient with late payments. And after a meeting, they always got like this personalized follow-up where they felt really treated, even though everything was automated. The way that the system allowed her to kind of personalize the messages, the patient really felt like she was walking through with them through the whole process of the therapy. And indeed, within a few weeks of using our platform, she was able to save a whole lot of time. And most importantly, she was able to make a lot of happy patients. So, what did we learn today? One thing, we started off by talking about the consumer expectations today and what they're looking for when they interact with businesses. We learned how to stay on top of mind of our consumers, the clients that we serve. We learned how to save time and stay on top of things, how to become more organized. We talked about CRM tools and other digital tools. We talked about how personalized offerings and campaigns can drive customer loyalty. And finally, very important, we learned how we can leverage automation without losing that personal touch that we all, learn to know and love and appreciate, and we always expect from businesses. And all of these can actually be achieved, as we saw with Olga's case, can be achieved by using a software platform like Vecita. So if any of you would like at some point to try it out, I encourage you to head over to Vecita.com and you can go ahead and start a free trial to use the software. It will take just a few minutes just to enter a few details, and you have your 14 days of free trial. Or even better, I encourage you to schedule a free demo with one of our business software experts. They can kind of walk you through the platform and show you all the different workflows that you can use on the system, the way that it can be customized and fit your business needs, and how you can leverage it for your needs. And I thank you very much for listening in today. And if you'd like, you can find me here. You see my email on the screen, or you can also find me on LinkedIn. So really feel free to get in touch with me anytime. Happy to help. And thank you, Owen. I'm handing it over back to you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. That was really insightful. I really, really enjoyed that, and I'm sure everybody else did too. So now we're going to hand over to questions. If you haven't had a chance to pop your questions in yet, now is the time. Obviously, if you do think you've got any questions that perhaps when you come off the session, which tends to be the way, there's the contact details on this slide here. But without any further ado, then we've got a question here from Marie, and she wants to know, what is one of the most common sort of complaints, or I guess concerns, that potential clients or indeed current clients of yours have when they approach you? Because I get that navigating customer support is there's a whole sort of array of complex issues, but what would you say is probably like the most consistent complaint or problem that your clients have when they come to you?
So I guess the most common complaint is that people don't, the businesses, they don't have time, and when they want to they want to focus on what they do, they don't really have time to adopt like complex digital tools, and it really seems like a really big task for them. And I guess, I mean, the best way that we deal with that, and when they come to us and they kind of start using our platform, it's very customizable, and you can use it in a way that you can use only small parts of it, or you can enjoy. So it's very scalable. So you can take one chunk at a time, do your digital adoption one chunk at a time. And that's really the easiest way to go about it, because I mean, at the end of the day, these service providers, these businesses, it's not their main business to kind of work with software solutions, and what they want to do is kind of take their time to learn and do it properly. And so yeah, so they can do it one step at a time.
Amazing, thank you very much. And so our next question comes from a chap called Steve. Steve wants to know, would this be suitable for a sort of budding entrepreneur with a very small sort of startup, if you like, with about 5 to 6 members of staff? Would that be suitable? And equally, I guess, off the back of that, if Steve doesn't mind me expanding on his question, I guess, would it be suitable for a small startup? Would it be suitable for a much larger, sort of more medium-sized, business? And how would you guys sort of help to navigate that?
Yeah, certainly. So the way the system is built is for any business service that is service based. So our focus is with service providers. So any startup that is service based, and anywhere from 1 to around 20 staff members, we can even go bigger than that. So anywhere in that area is perfectly suitable for many kinds of businesses. And like I said, the platform itself is scalable. So you can use parts of it, you can use the whole thing, and any set of features that fits your business. So you can customize it your way and scale it to the way that you'd like to use it.
Perfect. I think that's great and actually very interesting. So if you don't mind now, one last question. This comes from Lynette, and quite an interesting question. I did mention before we started recording this session that I myself do manage a portion of the customer support inbox here at Enterprise Nation. So actually probably a great question for me as well that I would love a good answer to. And I get everybody has their own opinions to this, but how do you navigate those sort of difficult sort of conversations with customers? Or I guess, I mean, you sort of touched on it earlier, we're very time poor, I think, as a society these days, and people want things very quick, very instantly. When you can't necessarily give someone that instant quick response, not to say that someone's necessarily difficult, but how would you best sort of go about that? And I suppose really actually, how could Vecita really aid in that to really keep a customer sort of informed and up to date and aware that the business is looking into it, and we have their best interests at heart, I guess.
Yeah, that's really a great question. And I think, first of all, this is something that I've already mentioned. I think the key, whenever engaging with your clients, even if it's a complaint, it's very important that you have like the full picture. So obviously you need to listen to the complaint, but you also kind of look into the details and see kind of the history of interactions you had with that client, and that puts you in a better situation to handle it. So that's one thing that we help with. And the other thing is around communication and the capability that you have to send personalized messages at scale is really something that can help. And sometimes simple tools like canned responses and the ability to send a message which is already it's pre-written, right? And it really saves time, so you don't have to kind of work on sending it, but it does keep the client calm and kind of know that, okay, this is a message. They might even know that it's a canned response, but at least they got something from you, so they don't feel hanging. And I think most importantly, having you know, the notion that they have your the way to interact with digitally through the client portal is also something that's very reassuring, that they on their side know the status and kind of know if they owe your business money, or kind of the history of all of your interactions. So it's the interface, having the good interface, having the context with every communication, both on the business and on the client side, and having the ability to communicate in a personalized way at scale.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Well, I think that wraps things up beautifully. Thank you very, very much to everyone that's attended. Thank you very much to our amazing host. Like I said at the start of this session, this session is recorded, and those that have registered, you will be sent an email with a direct link to catch up on the recording. So if there's anything that you feel that you've missed, or something that perhaps you wanted to revise, again, don't worry, you will have the opportunity to do that. And also, just whilst I'm on that subject, on the Enterprise Nation platform, all of our previous lunch and learns are recorded and archived there. So there's a whole array of sessions that you can catch up on and get training, really, and it's all for free with our lunch and learn. So yes, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for a wonderful session, and I wish you all the best. Have a fantastic rest of your day and week, and yeah, take care. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.